So this little guy is called the Hibilly Dull 3. Never heard of Hibilly? That's okay, neither have I, neither have a lot of people, I would think. I've not really seen a lot of information about Hibilly Amps. So this is the Dull 3. We're gonna take a look at it and see if it's worth the 50 bucks on Amazon. So I did try to reach out to Hibilly via their email address on their official website, which I will link down in the description. And when I tried to email them, I got an email back saying that the address was inactive. So it was an automated email saying that the email address was inactive, which is not a good sign. So if you buy a Hibilly product and try to get in touch with customer service, best of luck to you. But that's what I'm here for. So the Dull 3. It's a 3-watt battery-powered amplifier. It does charge on micro USB, so leave your comments. People don't seem to like that, which I get it. I get it, but it is what it is. It's a solid metal construction, so metal casing all around. As you can tell, it's trying to be like the little Marshall, mini head, mini cabinet type thing that we all know and love. Same concept. It's got the strap pins on the side so you can put a guitar strap on it, throw it over your shoulder, make annoying TikTok and Instagram videos where you're out in public, disturbing people when they're just trying to go throughout their day.
Hey, do you guys recognize this song?
And it's got a nice retro look to it. So this one is finished in a mint green kind of color here. They got cream, orange, black, this mint green, maybe a couple other different colors. Those are just the ones I know off the top of my head. But again, link in the description if you want to go check that out. So it's a dead simple layout up here. It's got a drive knob right here, channel selector right here. The input is also the power button, essentially. So you plug in the cable and it turns on, nice and simple. And then you have your gain knob right here. Yeah, gain and drive. One of them is actually a volume. I think the gain is actually the volume, but I don't know why they didn't call it volume, but I digress. The badge on the front is, funnily enough, upside down. I don't know if I mentioned that or not, but it is upside down. For 50 bucks. I kind of expected something like that to happen. But what's really cool is if you look at the back, you can actually peer into the back of the little cabinet and see the cute little tiny speaker right there in the back, which also says McRoll Inc. So that's a quick rundown of the Dull 3. So let's go ahead and plug a guitar into it, see what it sounds like. So just some final thoughts on the Hibilly Dull 3. So again, very small, very portable. Love the way that it looks. I love the simplicity of the layout up here, 2 knobs, 1 button, the plug and play where you just plug it in and turns it on, you unplug it, turns it off. I love that. I think that's really, really nice, especially for beginners or just, again, if you're traveling, you don't have to worry about turning it off. The battery life seems to be okay. This was completely dead whenever I got it, so I plugged it in and about 2 hours later, it was charged and ready to go. So your charging times may vary, but mine was charged within a couple of hours and it was ready to go. So sound-wise, it's okay. It is okay. Again, if you're looking for an amplifier to get something done and produce a sound or to practice, to have on the road with you, that's what it's for. This thing is not going to be for, obviously recording your next big hit or anything like that, but for a little practice amp, and especially for the price, it's okay. I've had things that sound better than this for maybe a little bit more money or maybe even a little less, but to each his own. One thing that I will say that I don't necessarily like has to do with when you crank the volume. So this thing is pretty loud for 3 watts, I will say that. When you crank the volume all the way up on the clean channel, it will start to distort and break up a little bit, which I'm not gonna say I don't dislike it, but I wanna play, if I wanna play loud clean, I'd like it to be clean. On the distorted channel, when you crank it all the way up, you may start to see the light flicker a little bit, like the battery's really having a hard time. So I wouldn't necessarily say crank it all the way up and play it like that all the time. You'll probably drain the battery quicker that way. But again, for someone to have something like this to practice with, I think it's a great option. So there's a link in the description if you want to go pick one of these up. Again, that's not an affiliate link, just telling you about it if you want something a little bit different. So check the links down there in the description. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. I'm going to try to check out some more Hibilly stuff here in the near future. So make sure you are subscribed and stick around for that. And I'll catch you guys in the next video.